Lokung town in Lamwo district is bustling with life. On a Friday evening, people socialize with friends, while others are milking the last shilling out of the day. These people's livelihood is subsistence farming. However, this economic activity is under heavy threat from their neighbours in South Sudan. Lamwo district borders Ayaci County in South Sudan, and tensions are simmering at the Ngom Oromo border. Armed South Sudanese civilians, led by one Gildo Okello, have laid claim to a huge chunk of land in Uganda, saying it belongs to their clan. A few years ago, the Uganda People's Defense Forces, UPDF, temporarily handed over this land to the Sudan People's Liberation Army, SPLA, to use as a base to hunt down militias.
But now, the barracks is now turning into the what? Into the territory. That's where our concern is. There's peace. So it doesn't mean the soldiers must move back to the original headquarters where they came from.
The contested areas cover Apinye, Akwera and Parapadwanya villages. The dispute has caused the border to be moved 7 kilometers inside Uganda. The land behind me belongs to Uganda, and Ugandan farmers have gardens in this land. However, South Sudanese civilians are claiming that the land belongs to them, and during the planting season, they charged every Ugandan farmer between 200,000 and 400,000 shillings to access their land. In Parapadwanya, over 200 Ugandans have paid a levy to South Sudanese to cultivate in their own land. In Ngom Oromo, over 70 farmers have so far paid. 18 others who could not afford to pay the exorbitant fees were chased off their land and are now destitute.
I went to Torit to discuss this matter. So we came up with a resolution. We told people not to give money. If you give money, then you give it on your own risk.
In spite of these resolutions, Ugandan farmers are afraid that they will not be allowed to harvest their crops. Sources tell NTV that there are only 2 police officers manning the border point, and while there is a military detached nearby, the sources say it is manned by only 20 soldiers. In August 2015, about 300 South Sudanese soldiers entered 9 kilometers into Lamwo district and placed a border demarcation at River Limo. They claim that all the land north of the demarcation belonged to them. Currently, only about 100 soldiers man the 141-kilometer border between Uganda and South Sudan.
We have been advocating to the state to come and mark out this borderline. They say they are working on it. They are working on it. That is why there is such atrocities being committed.
The South Sudanese claim they have the backing of Charles Okumu, the commissioner for Ayaci County in Torit State.
Yes, I one time went and talked to them. That was in around July, when they were starting to cultivate something. And I told them, please, let the Ugandan come. They cultivate together with you. Yeah, they say they are not collecting anything. I don't know how now they go about it.
Okumu is set to meet the Lamwo District Resident Commissioner Nabinson Chidega to iron out the dispute, since the previous meeting they had in Magui in South Sudan did not resolve anything. A prominent issue on the agenda of the meeting is the claim by the governor of Torit State in South Sudan that Ugandans are being recruited, some forcefully, to fight as rebels in South Sudan.
In Gulu, in Awach, Paibona, there are about 10 boys that who joined, more than 10. Which there's a guy called Komakech who is coordinating them there. And you come out Palabek, there are few that went. There are few from Lokung, there are few from Kitgum, there are few from other side of that side of Pade, few people.
South Sudan authorities say the rebels are being recruited to fight in General Paul Malong's new rebel outfit, the South Sudan United Front. Malong, who was sacked in 2017 from the SPLA, is widely seen as the mastermind of the fighting that erupted in Juba in July 2016, in which hundreds of people were killed. They also say that other Ugandans are being recruited into General Thomas Kirillo's National Salvation Front. Both commissioners believe that for peace to reign, the security talks should include religious leaders, but more importantly, cultural leaders like the Rhodes, because the cultural leaders in South Sudan have a huge influence over their people. Gillian Nantume, NTV.